am I doing today? I'm refinishing my shift knob for the Miata because I thought maybe I could buy another one, but eBay says they're around $200, so I think it might be worth to actually fix it. So first I'm gonna sand it. I got my gear selection grooves cut, and I tried my best to do like a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, but I've got no talent for that, so I'm just going to leave it as this. The other thing is, I wonder, the paint I used to fill in these holes, here, come on. Okay, you can see it there, but there's like a little bit of pitting, so I'm going to add some more paint, fill those holes, and then I'll epoxy it. I got it all sanded with 320 and test on a piece of wood this to see if when I put on the epoxy it'll dark, because I think it's pretty important that it's dark. So I'm gonna go get some wood. The epoxy is 1-to-1 mix. These instructions don't seem important. Anyway, I'm gonna mix on this, just a little glob, and on the little glob, fine. Anyway, glob. Oh yeah, look at that. Real thick. Here's how it looks after a night of curing. So some of it dripped, but I'll sand that off. And it gets really thin over time. It doesn't stay, it might be viscous, but I don't know how to describe that. It doesn't cure fast, I suppose, so it eventually drips off. And so I have to add a second layer, especially to the top of the knob, because it just all fell off. It's really dark. I didn't need to stain it. It's nice. It'll polish out real good. Got my sander and a mostly hard tabletop epoxy. It was, well, you can see like there's fingerprints. It was not getting hard. I don't know why. So we'll see if it's hard now. I'm sure as you just watched, it is not sanding, and I can still put my thumb into it. Since I mixed so little, I mean, I mixed like, you know, I added a quarter of hardener and a quarter of resin. So like, how could that not be a 1-to-1 ratio? So maybe it wasn't curing in cold and, I mean, warm enough temperatures because the garage is cold. Or maybe that the amount that I mixed isn't enough to generate enough heat. But that doesn't make sense because you should be able to coat a table. So, it's always something. So I scraped off all the resin. This came out good, the epoxy, but the key difference was mixing a significant amount and mixing it for a while, and then also curing it in the right temperature. But since I struck everything with a knife, you can see there's a little ding right there where I dug out some wood. Lesson: mix your tabletop resin. There you go. Here's how the knob looks after 2 layers of table wax. You can see that the reflection's not totally smooth, but with how this looks, I might not sand it. It just looks nice. I obviously got to polish that back out. Oh yeah. So smooth. Feels good in the hands. Alright, now I'm done. But I'm going to say that concludes the video of knob refinishing. Woohoo.